This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
The PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. He's running out of time here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Wideouts now clustered. Looking to chuck it again. He fires this throw and is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side there, when grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win, Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
The pass rush closing in. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
To throw, it's Williams. Snags the quick throw. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. Good job there finding the back of that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Wide open downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Sooners.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Instead, takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking him for just a few.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking for a man. Quick throw to his receiver. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
Try and muscle for the first down. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. The drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the stick.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The Longhorns will crank up the tempo. Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
There's the handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry. Kirk, they've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
Dropping back, it's Williams. On the move now. Using his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
He'll field the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. High completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Making people miss. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Williams. He'll throw it now. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
It's an out route. The catch made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Defense drops him for a loss. A tougher 2nd down on the way. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep to the right side. The ball is picked off.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Gonna run it. It's Tatum. As the first down is still going. Now here he goes. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. There was no catching him that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bartlett. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights through the tackler.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The sure hands. It's Simon. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Gets into space at the 50. And he'll finally step out of bounds after a massive gain. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of a half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it down the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. It's like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
What do they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Wants to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And this is going to be caught. A successful conversion as they shave 8 points off this lead as we head to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out. It's Bartlett. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. And this pass is on target, caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage. Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Look out, off and running. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. And they jump on top here in the second half.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss. And just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense now looking at a third and short in their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Williams. Defense is coming after him. Oh, he breaks free. Looks like he's going to run it. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The Sooners look to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. First down.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops it just short of that first down marker. No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Now the important point after attempt.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bartlett. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming out from the 17-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware. He'll
drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew it. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses it.
Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer.
And he's forced out of bounds with the defense who just short of the line of scrimmage. Short loss.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Let's it fly to the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to scramble. Oh, what a grab! Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. On the drive that will not end, it is a long way to go on 3rd down here. Looks left and finds his target there.
And the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's complete. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in for the 1st down.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Here comes a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw here. On the move now. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
Rolls right, trying to make something happen. And he throws his third interception of the day. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so the competitors leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. Back-to-back deep shots. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Falls incomplete. They misfire for a third consecutive time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt it.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. The Longhorns offense is on the move now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back. Bringing pressure.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the goal line. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt. And it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out in the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets them up 1st down at the 33. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go. Still can...
Touchdown, Sooners. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's running out of time here. The offense able to fall on him and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking deep for late-game heroics. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to, can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot?
And he knocks through the PAT. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Sooners come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. Back to throw. It's Williams. Comes up with the catch. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Can he get there on the ground? That moves the football to the 27 and the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
The back's got it. Fights off a defender. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They'll try the right here. They stop him, but it's a first down, and that should be ball game.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
So what an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the number 1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye, and sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout. Texas Tech.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Morton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Salter. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And knows how to finish in style. A 66-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. Crosses the 30. Oh, he found a space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
To the air, it's Morton. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bucks. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Morton. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air, it's Morton. Using his legs to buy some time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. And they've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle, it's Virgil. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out fast. Tripped up for the tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Hayden. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
From the red zone, it's Hayden. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looking to scramble. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Morton. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Turning it on. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Excellent job on the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Joyner. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Salter. He slings it deep to the left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll take another shot here. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start in the third quarter with the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Hayden. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. Got a man. It's Atkins. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. He double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 11 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Back to pass on second down. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here comes the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Fires on the move. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So the offense is going to go for it He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll toss it to the left. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Looking for a push on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart.
Nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Go straight ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender, because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really...
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for space. It's Benjamin. Turning it on. The 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always as easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dances away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down. This little third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out onto the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Dances away to buy time. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
Trying to pound their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. '25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Looking for space. It's Benjamin. Room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quickly complete.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Makes the grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hardy. And the Volunteers get it past the sticks.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy. Aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's caught inside the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. First down here for the offense. He's looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area.
Going for the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Touchdown balls! They take the lead with the 6.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the give off the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Look out, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Pulls it and fires to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He fires to the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires left. Complete downfield. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
21.
Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Taylor wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Going up top again. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Oh, he's got some space. Just plowing ahead. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Eastern Michigan rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ypsilanti. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Taylor wants to throw it. Buying some time as he moves left. Heaves it on the run. Brings it in down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Here's the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to find his man in the middle. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Defense playing a bail technique. The give as they work on that clock. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The give out of the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.